The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Former cabinet officials of the Duterte administration denied the alleged gentleman's agreement between former President Rodrigo Duterte and Chinese President Xi Jinping. One former official even insisted the agreement in Panatag Shoal was formed by Xi and the late President Noynoy Aquino. Here's the report.
Three of former President Rodrigo Duterte's cabinet members have attended the House hearing on the alleged gentleman's agreement between their former boss and Chinese President Xi Jinping. They are former Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea, former Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, and former National Security Advisor Hermogenes Esperon Jr. Duterte and Xi met 8 times from 2016 to 2019. The former president was with Medialdea in 2 of those meetings. According to the former executive secretary, the two did not form an agreement about the West Philippine Sea.
No gentleman's agreement ever took place between former President Duterte and President Xi. President Duterte, being a lawyer, knew fully well that it was foolhardy to enter into an agreement, especially a gentleman's agreement at that, with the President of the People's Republic of China on matters involving sovereign rights.
Duterte previously admitted that he and Xi agreed to keep the status quo of only delivering food and water to soldiers stationed at BRP Sierra Madre in Ayungin Shoal. This means the government should not make any attempts of repairing the decaying warship. Medialdea insisted the agreement started during late President Noynoy Aquino's administration in 2013.
There was a commitment by then Voltaire Gasmin that he promised the Chinese embassy that he will deliver only food and water to the Marines assigned at the vessel.
Lorenzana said they started preparing the ship in 2021, but China started blasting water cannons to our vessels.
The Chinese embassy is claiming that we are trying to strengthen the ship as a whole. Pinapaganda natin yung nire-repair natin yung ship. But according to the Navy, which when I talked to them, ay nire-repair lang nila yung tulugan at tirahan ng ating detachment doon, which we did.
However, congressmen argued that Aquino was still challenging China's 9-dash claim in the International Tribunal during his administration. The 26th arbitral ruling that sided with our country against China came out during Duterte's term. So how come the Duterte administration did not change the status quo?
We can't help but express our surprise po, no? And in 2016, when the arbitration ruling came out, explicitly saying na meron pa tayong exclusive sovereign rights over exclusive economic zone, hindi po binago yung supposed status quo.
In defense, Medialdea said,
We were towards a different direction at the time. How can we attain a good relationship with China, no? Even with the decision at hand? It was something that the former president was saying, I have this decision now. I can carry it.
the House committee will invite Aquino's Defense Secretary Voltaire Gasmin and Duterte's former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque in the next hearing.
The House Ethics Committee already issued a recommendation for penalty against former Speaker and current Davao del Norte Representative Pantaleon Alvarez. However, the announcement will be made later today. This is in connection with the complaint filed by Tagum City Mayor Ray Uy regarding the allegedly libelous and seditious statements made by Alvarez. Among these statements was his call for the military to withdraw support for President Bongbong Marcos last April. The Ethics Committee said that their decision was unanimous. Some of the possible penalties Alvarez may face include a 60-day suspension, censure, or expulsion from the House.
We would like to emphasize that the committee's decision is just recommendatory and that is subject for the approval of the plenary in the session.
The Octa Research Group believes Vice President Sara Duterte's trust and approval rating dipped because of the ongoing tension between her family and President Bongbong Marcos. Based on their latest survey, VP Sara's trust rating dropped to 68% and her approval rating decreased to 64%. In an interview with Storycon, Octa Research fellow Guido David said the respondents did not explain their answer to the survey. However, they noticed that VP Sara's trust and approval rating started to decline after her family, led by former President Rodrigo Duterte, launched tirades against President Marcos.
Her numbers are decreasing, especially over the past, I think, 2 or 3 survey periods. Na nagsimula na yung tensions between, between the Marcos and the Duterte. And people can see that, and I think, I don't think that's helping her. I mean, to say the least.
A British man died and more than 20 passengers were injured when a Singapore Airlines flight from London encountered severe turbulence. This forced an emergency landing in Bangkok on Tuesday. The Boeing 777-300ER with 211 passengers and 18 crew members landed at Suvarnabhumi Airport yesterday afternoon. Authorities suspect the British man in his 70s may have had a heart attack. However, this is not confirmed. 7 passengers sustained critical injuries, while 23 others were slightly injured. They are now receiving medical treatment in a hospital in Bangkok. China criticized countries and their representatives on Tuesday for congratulating Taiwan's new president, Lai Ching-te, after his inauguration. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin called these congratulations gross interference in China's internal affairs. Wang specifically called out the United States for congratulating Lai. He warned that any challenge to the One China principle will be met with a strong response. Beijing views Taiwan as a renegade province and has increased threats to annex it by force if necessary. The Senate probe into the presence of pogos in Tarlac will continue today. This means that controversial Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo will face Senator Risa Ontiveros again. Before this, the senator linked Guo to criminals. Ontiveros said Guo's company, Baofu Land Development, have incorporators involved in the largest money laundering case in Singapore. Watch the live Senate hearing later here on One News. The health department says there is no need to impose new travel restrictions on countries experiencing a rise in COVID-19 cases due to new variants. Reports show an increase in infections in several countries caused by the new variants KP2 and KP3, which are linked to the JN1 variant. The DOH emphasized that there is no scientific basis for implementing travel restrictions at this time. They also noted that all regions in the country are currently at low risk for COVID-19. The health department is closely working with the Bureau of Quarantine and International Health Authorities to monitor entry points nationwide. And an exciting week for the PBA Season 48 Philippine Cup semifinals. San Miguel could be in line to finish off the Rain or Shine Elastic Painters in the PBA Philippine Cup semis this week. Ahead 2-0 in the best-of-7 series, the Beermen ought to keep their foot on the Elastic Painters' heads. Meanwhile, Meralco and Barangay Ginebra tied their own series at 1 game apiece. Rain or Shine is set to face off San Miguel later today at 4:30 p.m. at the Dasmariñas Arena, while Meralco and Ginebra are set to battle it out at 7:30 p.m. The Yulo brothers are back in the Philippines after their standout performance in the 2024 Asian Artistic Gymnastics Championship in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Carlos Yulo secured 4 gold medals, while his brother Carl Eldru won gold in the juniors division vault. Golden boy Carlos Yulo said that his impressive performance serves as a confidence booster as he sets his sights on the Paris Olympics. The Philippines finished second overall with a total of 5 gold, 6 silver, and 3 bronze medals. Meanwhile, China claimed the top spot.
For sure po, marami pa din naman pong kailangan trabahuin and practicein pa po. Pero sa performance po na napakita ko and na-perform ko doon sa competition, nakaka-boost po ng confidence yun sa akin and ready to fight na po ako this time.
A bit surprising po kasi hindi ko po talaga inasahan yung ganong pangyayari and kinakabahan po talaga ako.
Many of us love taking care of pets, whether they're dogs, cats, or even fish. But if you are too lazy to take care of a pet, there's one that might be perfect for you, a snake. Para bigyan ng mukha ang balita, Mobile Journal, Evan Tarinque.
Normal sa ating mga Pilipino ang pag-aalaga aso o pusa as pets. Pero para sa iba na taong nag-iba gusto, huwag na daw mag-alaga ng ahas. Magical, charming, at madaling alagaan. Iilan lang yan sa mga dahilan kung bakit palaki ng palaki ang snake keeping community. Sa isang facility na binisita ko dito sa Marikina City, umaabot sa higit 500 mga ball pythons ang makikita. Klase ito ng sawa na hindi naman ganoon kalaki o kahaba. Native din ito sa Africa at matagal na panahon ang inaalagaan dahil ang kanilang mas kalmadong behavior. Perfect pets daw ito para sa mga taong gusto mag-alaga pero allergic sa balahibo.
Lumalaki lalo yung community namin. Marami nang parang nakaka-accept unti-unti na, parang mga aso pusa lang pala to.
At huwag daw matakot dahil hindi raw venomous ang ball pythons dahil sila ay tinatawag na constrictors. Ang bonus pa, napaka-low maintenance ng mga ito dahil maliban sa pag-iwan ng tubig na may inom, once a week lang sila kailangan pakainin.
Sobrang dali lang nilang alagaan eh. Yan lang yung bahay nila eh. Plastic megabox with the right size and all. So, yun lang.
Sa aking pagtatanong nga dito, nalaman ko ang presyuhan ng mga asa ito ay naglalaro mula 5,000 hanggang higit 1 milyon. Gaya ng scaleless python na ito na sinasabing umaabot ng 1.2 milyon ang halaga dahil rare at 2 lang ang meron ito sa Pilipinas.
Meron kaming standard ng mga prices. Pero nagre-range din siya ng for as low as 5,000 pesos pataas. 100,000s, millions, depende talaga sa snake owner, sir.
Pero paalala lang po sa mga gusto mag-alaga ng exotic pets gaya ng mga ahas. Siguruhin sa accredited reptile farm po kayo bumili para maiwasan ang illegal na bentahan ng mga exotic pets na pwede makaapekto sa kalikasan.
They can call DNR sa permitting section. Tanong nila sino ba yung mga nagbebenta na legal. So DNR will give them a list.
Ano man ang hayop na bet nyo alagaan, isa lang ang sigurado na dapat tayo ay maging responsableng pet owner. Mobile Journal, Evan Tarinque po hatid ang mukha ng balita.
And those are the top stories of the hour. I'm Pauline Verzosa. We are One News Now.